in. Before we get started, please make sure you thumbs up this video. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to put on your notifications so you will be notified every time we upload a video. Okay, so today we're going to do some buffalo wing prep. So today I'm just going to show you how I prep and season my buffalo wings. I'm also going to make a special sauce for it as well for dipping. And I'm also going to give you some directions on what you can do to make these nice and healthy, yet very tasty. Okay, we're going to bake these wings, by the way. I'm not frying them. So here's my Perdue wings. What I'm going to do to keep the buffalo wing motif, I am going to cut the tip off. However, I love the tips, so I will be keeping them. We're going to bake them along with it. This wing has some feathers on it. Don't you hate that? I don't like that. But we're just going to trim it off because I am a hairstylist, so I know how to just go ahead and just trim all those feathers and keep it moving, grooving. There you go. Alright, so hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you, thank you so much for watching our other videos. I'd like to shout out some people as well. I'm going to start shouting out people that comment in our videos, because this is a family. It's close-knit right now, but we are growing. And we're trying to get to 5,000 subscribers, y'all. So, you know, help us do that. Yeah. So I'm cutting the tips off. Look, by no means do you have to keep the tips, but because, you know, I am this is a mukbang channel, eating channel, food channel, I will be eating those tips on camera. And you know that everything we cook, we are going to also have a meal as well. So check out, or look out for that video. So make sure you get you some kitchen shears, y'all. This is what they're for. These are specifically for meat, okay? Don't try to just use regular shears, okay? And they're not expensive. They're under $10. I think I got mine off of Amazon, y'all. I got it off of Amazon. So they say preparation is never time wasted. So this is how we prep. I've already pre-soaked these wings. I soak them in either sea salt or kosher salt. Kosher salt is great just to pull out all of those, the ookies, I would call it, just to pull all the things out of the meat, to soak it and clean it. But you can also use sea salt, because we know kosher salt might be a little more expensive, but it's great for brining the meat. And soaking the meat is very important, y'all. It makes it tender. It helps your seasonings to soak in a little bit better, so it's good to take that extra time. And I only soaked it for about 20 minutes. Sometimes if I'm feeling really bougie, I'll soak my meat overnight. But 20 minutes will do the trick. So while I'm doing this, to keep you guys interested, I'm going to talk about when did I fall in love with cooking. And so I also want you guys to tell me, when did you fall in love with cooking? Well, me, myself, I grew up, I watched my mother cook and my grandmother cook, and I didn't know that I was picking up a skill by just watching them cook. And I just picked it up. Now, my parents did not just sit me down and say, oh, well, do this, do that. I don't really think that's really how it works. You just basically watch your mom or your grandmother, whomever is cooking, even some men even cook. And you just watch and see how they do things, and you just tend to pick it up. So I would say I fell in love with cooking probably in my teens. You know, it's like Brown Sugar, the movie with Sanaa Lathan and I think Omar Epps. When did you fall in love with hip-hop? Well, I fell in love with cooking in my teens. And I just saw that It brought happiness. It helped the family, you know, kind of bond, because we had dinner at a table. Not sure if people are still having dinner at a table nowadays, but, you know, we did do that. And it was good for me to see and experience, you know, where, you know, you wait for your family member to get home. Nobody eats before you know, each other. We kind of, you know, have a meal together and find out how each other are doing. I mean, it was time for bonding, and, you know, we did have a TV at the dinner table. That's one thing I didn't like, kind of, sort of, only because nobody really was paying attention sometimes when that TV was on. So I would suggest, you know, maybe once or twice a week, have dinner with your family, but no television, no cell phones. You know, just talk to each other. And even if you can't be at a dinner table, if you have to be in the living room or wherever you eat, use that time to bond with your family. Okay, so I went on and I cut these nicely. Boom. And see, look, when you guys buy, you know, buffalo wings that's pre-made, you're paying for preparation. So you see how that took me a few minutes, but it's better. I'm going to rinse this off, because when you cut them open, then all of a sudden all of the ookies come out. So, babe, can you rinse this off for a minute?
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so should I just rinse this off under warm water, cold water, hot water?
Well, let's just do some warm water.
Warm water? Okay.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to get some gloves. While he's doing that. Okay, here comes the fun part. So, even though I'm not frying these, I still want them to have a light coating of breading.
Okay.
Alright, so I have my flour over here. And I'm using wheat flour, but you guys can use whatever flour you would like. Babe, put it to the side. I'll get it in a minute.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Alright, so I'm going to do a few spoonfuls of breading of wheat flour. And the brand that I use in specific is King Arthur. King Arthur whole wheat flour. So like I said, I just want a light dusting, just a light dusting of flour. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do some curry.
I love curry.
Yeah, Andrew turned me on to to curry. Alright, so I don't measure, but y'all saw what I did. I just poured a little bit in the top. Oh, can you give me my black pepper up there too, please?
Okay. Black pepper coming up.
Do a little jerk seasoning as well. Thank you. I'm going to do a little bit.
Check out the seasoning. Look at that. Look at that. Okay, here we go.
I'm going to do a little bit of black pepper. And I'm just going by my feeling, guys. So, you know, these seasonings you could use, but you can really pretty much use whatever seasonings you have. I have a little bit of Himalayan salt. And I have some onion powder. Do I have garlic powder?
Let's see.
I'm going to put a little bit of onion powder in here.
Okay. Garlic powder. I know I've seen it somewhere. It's got to be around here. Hold on. Hold on. Garlic powder, garlic powder.
Oh, it's right here in my face.
Oh, there
if it were a snake, it would have bit me. Okay, so I put a little bit of onion powder in. Thanks for trying, though.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to put some garlic. I'm going to be, look, I'm going to be very liberal with the garlic, only because I know these are buffalo wings, and the sauce that I'll be using for my buffalo wings, you know what we're going to use, y'all.
Wow.
If y'all saw that fish video, which one? Go ahead, type it up. Y'all already know. Alright, so before I stir it up, there we go. So, I use the seasonings that I use, but guys, you can always use the seasonings that you use and use the flour that you use. Or you can follow the directions completely the way I gave them to you. It's all up to you. Okay, so that's my flour or my seasoning. And then we got the what? We got the Frank's Red Hot. Okay?
Frank's Red Hot.
We got the Frank's Red Hot.
Put that on everything. Yeah.
Alright, here come the wings.
Okay, here comes the wings. Alright.
Okay. Rinse the water off just a tad more.
Rinse the water?
I mean, just, yeah. Make sure your wing, please.
Okay.
Make sure the wings, before you put any type of seasonings on them, make sure that you that it's dry.
If you want me to do this?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay. Okay. Did I pour it off?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I'm going to get some olive oil. Can you pass some olive oil to me?
Okay.
We're going to put some olive oil on here as well. I'm going to ask hubby to go ahead and pour this on. Oh, never mind, babe.
I'm done.
Okay, so what the olive oil is going to do is basically it's going to give it a nice crisp in the oven, but it also is going to help the seasonings stay. Okay.
Tell me when. Okay.
It's going to help the seasonings stay on the chicken. So we're just going to go ahead and just... And that's why it's important to make sure the water is off of it. Because water is like, all it's going to do is just rinse it right off. Like, this, you want the seasonings to be on the chicken. So that's a little bit of a tip. Okay. Alright, guys, I have to change these gloves again because I don't like to get chicken and stuff on my seasonings. Give me 1 second. So, did y'all get what I said? You put the olive oil, or like someone told me a few days ago in one of my videos, grapeseed oil tends to be the best. But anywho, use whatever oil you want to use, okay? I'm being petty, ain't it? Yeah, because she tried, look, she tried to come for me.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so here we go.
Oh, look at this, guys. This is going to be good. Look at that.
Here we go. Oh, and this recipe is good for if you're going to fry them as well, but I don't think you would do everything I've done. You can probably, like, do it different, but this is for, like, if you want to put it in your oven. Okay? So
this is like, this is going to be really, really good.
Yes. And so I'm taking those. Look, who is actually going to do this on I Love Food Extreme? Yeah, we seasoning up them darn fins. Y'all know y'all like them fins. Nothing goes to waste in this house. Nothing. Okay. So we're just rubbing it down.
Put some hot sauce on it. It's going to be real good.
Exactly. We rubbing it down.
Notice the nice color. The nice yellow tint that curry's coming through.
And if you guys don't have curry in the house, you can always use a little mustard, even though mustard has, you know, more sodium. So I would suggest that you do the curry. Okay? Plus, this curry just has a distinct flavor.
It does.
And things like
curry
that.
Curry is like a blend of other seasonings.
Yeah.
So it's very useful. Like, I mean, It's got turmeric in it. It's got spices in it, and some other things that I'm not sure of, but maybe you guys can tell us. Curry's is awesome, and you can doctor it up and put other things in it to just create a completely different type of flavor, right?
Exactly. Well said.
Oh, thank you.
Well said and explained. Give me a break, right?
I can't wait until these are done. I know that much.
So these already smell good, as you can imagine, guys. I wish they had smell-o-vision or smell-o-phone, so you guys can actually, I mean, they smell good, and that's like the key to good seasoning. If it smells good while you're seasoning, it's gonna taste good and smell good later. Like, if it's no flavor or while you're seasoning it, that's a problem.
Oh yeah, I can smell it too.
Did I just change my gloves just to
get them again?
Oh, see,
it
I'm
looks
trying
like
to be
flour,
a little too
but there's
bougie.
no flour in this, guys.
It is.
It's flour?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. Okay. You put flour in it? Okay. So it's going to be like lightly breaded then.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know you lying.
Oh, okay.
You ain't see me. Look at that. That's the last.
Okay, so that's going to crisp up real nice.
Yes. So what we're going to do, because you know, guys, I can't show you guys like now. I'm going to tell you what to do. What you're going to do is you're going to cook these wings on, I'm going to say 400 for
400, you think? For 3
hours.
Okay.
We're going to do 3 hours and with it covered, and then you're going to do 30 minutes with it uncovered to kind of dry it out.
Make sure you check on them, guys.
Yeah, so check on them and things of that nature. You know, it's tough for me to tell you how and what temperature and everything, because everybody has different stoves and things like that, or ovens, I should say.
You may have a different amount of chicken that will affect it. So at the very least,
eyeball it.
Eyeball it, exactly.
Like Rachel Ray would say back in the day, eyeball it.
Just eyeball it, yeah.
Okay, guys, see? That's how that's seasoned
Look
up.
at that, guys. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a light breading on it. You can omit the breading if you want, but the breading is just gonna give it a little more flavor.
So these are gonna be called oven fried wings? Is that what it is? Like oven fried because of the oil? I don't know.
I don't know what it's gonna be called.
Okay.
But it's gonna taste good.
Okay.
If I had to say, these are my buffalo wings. That's what they are.
Okay,
these are buffalo wings, guys. Actually, the way I'm gonna do it is I'm not gonna put the sauce all on here. The sauce is gonna be the dipping, so I'm gonna make that in a minute so you guys can see what I do with that.
Oh, guys, do you hear that? Oh, that's gonna be awesome. So we're just gonna like dip the chicken in the sauce or pour it all over the chicken. Either one. It's up to you guys. Okay, so you want some?
So I'm gonna use Crystal
hot sauce right there. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna use Crystal hot sauce to douse on here, just just for the color and the flavor. Okay.
So these are gonna be spicy then. So because we're gonna use hot sauce now and later.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so I just doused it a little bit, okay, on the top. And give me some paprika, please, which is right up there, top, second, over, to the left.
Okay. This?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so thank you. We're going to do some paprika on the top for color. You know, I'm old school, y'all. Y'all know that paprika always helps. I'm sorry, y'all. Helps things brown up. Boom. And so we're going to put the foil on it and put these right in the oven. Okay, guys?
Oh. Oh, guys, make sure you put the shiny side down. That way you can get that nice little crisp.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you pass me something to wipe this off for me? Okay. All right, so I'm going to put this to the side. And for the coup de grace, we are going to, thank you.
You're welcome.
Here you go.
Okay. I'll just take this.
And look, put some holes in it. Like, put like 2 or 3 holes in it so the water can escape, because remember we're trying to have some buffalo wings. We don't want them to be too tender or soft. So take a fork. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should do this on camera.
Oops. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay. Are we back in focus? Okay.
Yeah. And so 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's so it can...
Okay, you want me to put these in the oven now?
No.
Okay.
No, thank you.
All right.
Okay, so my sauce is going to be this. This is going to be very, very, very simple. We're going to use some sour cream. Okay. And you know, sour cream doesn't have really a lot of salt or flavor, so whatever you place in it is going to be the flavor. We're going to use some Frank's Red Hot. Shake, 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 shake. I did like 10 shakes. And then I'm just going to stir that up. And this is still like less sodium than anything you would buy in the stores. Because remember, in the stores, prepackaged, it's a lot of sodium. I'm also going to go ahead and put some Italian seasoning on there. Don't ask me why. I just like the, I like the flavor and I like the color that it gives. So you can omit that part if you'd like. You don't have to do that part. That's just what I want to do. And I'm going to have my husband taste a little bit. Let me know how that tastes. Rinse that off, babe.
Oh, you want a spoon or fork? Okay.
For you to taste it? A spoon.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's how it looks. And that's just some Frank's Red Hot and some sour cream. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay.
That's good.
That's actually good, y'all. I mean, it's not salty, but yet it's flavorful. It's a little
Thank you.
runny, but you know, I guess you can thicken it up with something else. I don't know.
It's good.
Remember, it's homemade, so it's not going to be any xanthan gum or anything like that. He's taking some more. Okay, so remember, that was sour cream, Frank's Red Hot, and some Italian seasoning. Stirred it up, and you got a nice homemade dip. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you thumbs up this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Also in the comments, if you would like me to cook anything or we eat anything on this channel, please leave me some suggestions below, and I'll get right back to you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.